Hey guys, welcome to Sasquatch Theory. I wanted to update you guys on some really bad news. Dennis, the farmer, has passed away, and we're not really sure what happened. All I know is I haven't heard from him in a couple weeks, and we went over to check his property, me and Don. Don is from the Missouri Bigfoot Researchers Group, and when we got there, nothing was there. His truck was gone, his four-wheelers, all of his stuff, and I'm not going to give exact details on, what I saw, but the situation didn't look good, and we weren't really sure what was going on at the time. We were just like, what happened to Dennis? Why did his phone get disconnected? Why is all of his stuff missing? We were thinking that he moved out and he possibly moved in with a family member. And and that just wasn't the case. Ben, one of the main researchers in the group, he's known Dennis the longest. He called me and told me that Dennis had passed away a couple days ago. So, that's heartbreaking to hear, and I'm sure his family's devastated, and my prayers go out to them, and I hope God's watching over everyone in Dennis's family and anyone that's affected by this. It's hard to swallow, but I don't know, I feel guilty just because I've been running back and forth and just overloading myself with work and not giving myself the time to get out there to see him more, which that's a bummer, but what can you do? The world lost an awesome person, and I know recently Carrie Arnold from Bigfoot Odyssey passed away, and I was shocked to hear that. Just another good person that wanted to share the truth and would listen to someone when they wanted to talk. My heart goes out to Carrie's family and the Bigfoot Odyssey crew. But yeah, no one really knows exactly what happened to Dennis. They just know he had a heart attack. And me and the other guys do think that Sasquatch was involved. Dennis was dead serious about the Bigfoot being around his property and that they killed his dog Quigley. And I never found a crack in his story or anything that I could say this man is lying. Everything that he said, he was serious about, and I could tell, because I've had the same types of encounters and experiences. And I'll be honest with you guys, I won't say an exact number, but I've seen over 5 Sasquatch, and I'm 31 years old. So you got to consider, at Dennis's age, living on this property where Sasquatch are being sighted or being seen consistently, you're going to see them, especially if you're out there in the woods and you're an avid outdoorsman or farmer or whatever. So Dennis really cared about the subject, and he was always nice to me. He was always willing to talk about his Bigfoot stories, and he didn't care about what anyone else thought, and I admired that. That's how I built my channel, and the way I've moved myself within the subject was not giving a crap what other people think. And Dennis really portrayed that. He was a true American. He wasn't afraid of authority figures when it came to speaking his mind about the truth. There's not very many people like that nowadays. me and the guys do plan on trying to find a way to continue investigating the property and hopefully keep Dennis's legacy going. Because we know without a doubt they're out there. Dennis knew 110% because he'd seen them, and he was having a lot of trouble out there. He didn't have anybody to help him, and he found Don and Ben from the Missouri Bigfoot Researchers Group, and they were out there helping him a lot and researching the property. And I don't know, I think it was for like 8 or 10 years they were researching the property, and they decided, you know, we got to do something. Dennis is getting at the age where we're going to have to share, you know, what's going on out here. So they contacted me. I don't even know what to say about that. I'm so honored that these guys got a hold of me and trusted me enough to tell Dennis's story. And that's where I feel, you know, my regret is because I feel like I should have been out there more doing my job. So we're going to continue researching that area, and Dennis's legacy is going to continue. But I wanted to inform everyone, or whoever's listening, whoever follows the channel, that so there's going to be 3 different places where I'm going to put all my attention at, and Dennis was supposed to be one of those places. So hopefully if we can still go out there to Dennis's farm, that's going to be place number 1 on top of this area where I'm at right now. You know, this is my main area. This is my dojo, and a certain conservation area where I find the giant structures and a lot of activity. That's another place. So really there's like 5 or 6 areas, but they're all around me, and I don't have to travel and spend a lot of money and just go out there to camp and cook food. You know, with these locations that are around me, I'll be able to go out there, camp, and stay for long durations of time. And you guys know what the goal is. The goal is to film one of these boogers and get them on camera. Not for the money, but because I know they exist. I've seen them, you know, I get the ridicule all the time. No one believes me. You know, people tell me that I want to see them, or I was hallucinating, and that gets old. So it would be really cool to provide some evidence for people. You know, even if they see real video footage, they're going to say it's a man in a suit. So, you know, I'm still going to have to deal with ridicule even if I have the golden evidence. It's a never-ending rabbit hole, guys. But yeah, I know Dennis is in heaven, and he's watching down on all of us right now. And same for Carrie Arnold, you know. The guy really moved the subject. He brought a lot of stories to light, and he brought my story to light. So I will always thank him for that. And you guys know that Bigfoot Odyssey was my inspiration to start the channel. So it's like, where do we go from here? But like I told you guys, I want to keep the legacy going and keep the fire going, pass the baton to new people who see these things and dedicate their lives to it. Man, I'm really bummed out. Anytime something good happens, it's like it gets snagged away. I'm not trying to make this about me. I know his family's devastated, but I was really excited to work with Dennis and get to go out there to investigate. And I don't know, I'm proud of the work he did, and I'm thankful that he let me inside of his home and he told his story here on Sasquatch Theory. It just puts my whole life into perspective, and you know, the people that I don't get to see or get to hang out with and I put them off because of work, you know, those things come back and haunt you. And I didn't know Dennis very well or for too long, but I got to hang out with him enough to know that he was a really good person, and you could tell he was serious about the Sasquatch. I don't know. We kind of think that the Bigfoot showed up to Dennis's place because they have been, you know, that's what he'd been talking about, and he had a heart attack, and they don't really know what happened. You know, it's going to take something big to shake you up, and that's just kind of my theory on what happened. Is these creatures were targeting Dennis or his animals and basically harassing the crap out of him. But yeah, I'll keep you guys in the loop, updated on what's going on, and I want to appreciate the 70,000 people that watched his documentary and actually took the time to listen to it. That means a lot to me, and I know it meant a lot to Dennis for sure. So the only thing we got to do now is keep pushing forward, and we're going to find evidence. We're going to get to the bottom of this, whether it's at my area, Dennis's area, or somewhere in the Mark Twain. We're going to figure it out. I know that that's where the Creator has led me to. You know, He's connected me to all these people and put me in this situation. That's my belief. So the channel will continue, guys, and I thank everyone for watching and following along, and well, you guys are awesome.